Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I will tell you what settings to turn off or change on your new DDPAI dash camera. DDPAI makes wonderful products. They've been sponsoring our videos for a while. I have reviewed at least 2 products already at the time of recording of this video, and the third product, this little Mini 2X, is still in the making, this review, but it's coming out very soon, so I suggest that you subscribe. It's an awesome little dash camera. So while these are wonderful products, they have a ton of settings, luckily, allowing you to control a lot of things about these cameras, but I recommend that you actually change some of them straight away from the default settings before they start annoying you. And I will tell you exactly how to change them in this video. If this is your cup of tea, your likes go a long way. This is a small channel at the moment. It's a spin-off of Value Cars Australia. The channel is growing. The more of you like it, the more of you tell me that you like these videos, and I'll produce more for you, as well as tells YouTube algorithm to show this to more people. Without any further ado, here is what you do, my friends. This is not an installation, obviously not a detailed installation video. Watch that proper review video if you would like a little bit more of an insight into camera, its quality, everything else. We're going straight into settings right now. So, I presume you have already installed DDPAI Mobile App from the App Store or Google Play Store. So you go into the settings, make sure that you're connected to the DDPAI Wi-Fi. I tell you how to connect to it in the original unboxing and installation video. I didn't give it any particular permissions, extra permissions to this camera, to this app. So in case it's interesting for you, should you not? I didn't. So you connect to the device. I have 2 devices registered in the app right now, as you can see. One is that Mini 2X that I'll review for you shortly, and another one is Z60. I already don't have the N5 Dual in this installation, unfortunately. By default, the app straight away takes you to the camera mode. It shows to you what the camera sees, allowing you some readjustment and stuff. This is great. It's not per se about the settings, but it also allows you to change the angle and kind of check live how it's going. So I personally quite like this design. I like its heads-up display design of what it shows to you, but it's beside the point as well. So how do you get into settings? While the camera is previewing what it's seeing for you here on the screen of the settings app, you are tapping on the gear icon in the top right corner of your mobile app, okay? And it takes you into settings. Well, first setting is the speaker volume. Obviously, it's optional. However, some of you might find its alerts, its dings and bongs a little bit too loud. So it's an optional setting that you can change. It's an honorable mention. You can live without it. What arguably would be annoying you is if you don't change it straight away, is that power on tone. It's the thing that says, "Hello, DDPAI." It's rather pleasant. However, if it says it to you, "Hello, DDPAI," every single time, it might annoy you, so you might want to change that. So I would recommend changing that to off. Turn that off. Now, local voice control. It's those commands: take photo. You can tell it to take photo as you're driving. If you would like a particular photo, particular number plate, particular idiot on the road, particular threatening situation or something, in addition to obviously the video footage that is being taken already, you could turn this off or keep it on. I keep it on. Next thing that we're absolutely changing, that's the first sort of semi-mandatory thing, is ADAS settings. Active, whatever, active defense systems, whatever it is called. ADAS, Intelligent Assistant Reminder. I would personally turn it all off, because the camera tries to be super helpful and do a lot more than a camera should do, in my humble opinion, that is recording what's happening. And it tries to tell you things like the car in front of you has moved on. Like, it reminds you to take your eyes off your phone or whatever else you're looking at and tell you to keep moving in traffic if the car in front of you has moved. My car, just the car itself, Subaru Outback 2023 model, tells me that. It does the bling bling. It reminds me that the car in front of me moved, because it has built-in ADAS systems. At the end of 2024, in 2025, a lot of cars have ADAS systems fairly well developed. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist systems, those kind of warnings, dings and bongs. So do you want another one annoying you with this? I doubt it. So, which is why, in my humble opinion, this is why I recommend that you do turn it off. I think I would turn it off. If you don't want to turn it off completely, might at least change the sensitivity of it. I would change it to low. At least change it to low, and maybe then it is not going to annoy you every single time a vehicle in front of you moves. Okay? Now, This is important, and the most important probably, adjust collision sensitivity. It's very, very important. Okay, so in the driving mode, of course, which is the most important one, it by default will be on middle, if I'm not mistaken, because I already changed it before I started recording this video for you. Middle is way too sensitive. Middle is not middle. Middle is high, very, very high. So I would change that to low or to off, which in this case, for some strange translation reason, is called close. I would close it personally. Mine is closed. Why? Because at middle, at the default setting, on the default setting, whenever you hit any mildest speed bump, we are not talking collision, my friends, it is going to take pictures. And it is going to take pictures with sound as well. So it's going to do the shutter sound of a photo camera. Every single time you drive over minute obstacles, most mild speed bumps. I guarantee this, test it for yourself just for giggles. But I'm sure if you just unpacked your DDPAI camera and you're using it with default settings, you would have experienced it already and you were like, oh my god, how do I get rid of this? This is how you get rid of this. Turn it off. Parking mode doesn't matter. First of all, if it's parked and your camera is hardwired, you probably want it sensitively picking up on anything that is threatening for the car. But at the same time, you don't want it taking photos of every bird sitting on the bonnet of your car or something like this. You know what I mean? At the same time, I have not hardwired my car, so my car is not being monitored while parked, which is why I don't need it, but you might want to consider it. Now, next setting is auto shutdown 15 minutes after parking. This is to prevent the battery drain in the vehicles where either you know that the device plugged into your 12-volt cigarette lighter will continue draining the battery, or if you are unsure. I'm not 100% sure, but I basically discovered this setting too late and everything was okay with my car, so I presume that my Subaru Outback actually cuts off the cigarette lighter when the vehicle is off, so it's not draining the battery. I haven't noticed any detrimental effect, and I've been driving for over a week with this new camera that I have installed right now from DDPAI. But to be sure, you can absolutely turn this on, this setting on. By default, it's off, by the way, to make sure that worst case scenario, after 15 minutes, it shuts down, okay? And final thing, just honorable mention, as you can see, mine is off. It's microphone recording. A lot of cameras, funnily enough, have that microphone recording on by default, but this one, DDPAI, for some reason, came with it by default off. I don't know if you would like to record on the video also you're swearing at the bad drivers before they hit you or you hit them or something like this, and have it recorded and then played in court in case you are disputing your insurance charges. I'm being funny here, at least I'm trying to be funny. But at the same time, my microphone is off. I think what's important is what happened, not what you were shouting at the person who was reversing into you. Like, I don't think it's important, okay? But you might choose to record this, especially, jokes aside, if you have used the Z60 camera to its full advantage and actually linked other channels. So I am recording forward, but this can record backwards, and it can also link to the third channel that you probably will record into your car. That is if you're a taxi driver, Uber driver, if you want to basically keep an eye on people behaving inside of the vehicle. Then microphone recording is probably important for safety or something like that. You tell me in the comments down below if this was helpful, if you keep these settings on or off. Maybe you have some settings on that I am turning off and you see a good reason for it. I would love to connect with my audience. I hope you've enjoyed this video as always. More of new reviews of the cameras. I already mentioned to you, DDPAI Mini 2X is coming out shortly, as soon as my friends from DDPAI tell me that it's available for sale in Australia. At the moment, I don't think it is, at least not at the moment of recording of this video. But please check the links, because you might be watching this video months and months later, and by then you can absolutely get one of these babies for your car. Thanks for watching once again, and goodbye for now. Next week, something else automotive gear related.